Hey, it's Neville Medhora here, and I bet you have this same problem that a lot of other people have. And that is, you're sitting down to write an email and you're like, is this the perfect email? Is this the right size? I don't know. Should I move this around? Should I put testimonials in here? How long should it be? So the solution that you're going to do here is you're going to write a short, medium, and long email. Now, the short email, you think of like a little bit of a notification, just like, excuse me, sir, do you want to book a time to review your website copy? Yes or no? That's it. It's almost just like a notification, a tap on the shoulder. Excuse me, do you want this? Yes or no? That's it. No more information, very little information. If they're ready to go, they'll buy right away, or you can get them on a call. Now, the medium email is where you do the same thing. Hey, are you ready to buy this? Do you want this? But then you give them a little bit more information. And the long one is you give them the full sales pitch. And the reason that I'm telling you to write short, medium, long emails is because a short one is you're just sending to your list like, hey, who's ready to buy right now? That's it. And if people reply, yes, I would like to buy, then bam, you get them on the phone and now you're off to the races. The medium email is you send a little bit later, that if someone's not ready to buy just yet, but maybe needs a little bit more convincing, you could send them the medium email. And the long email is the last Hail Mary. Here's all the information about it that I can give you. And if you're still not interested after this, then maybe you're just not interested in all. So let's go into the examples of these short, medium, long emails. For example, here is me trying to do podcast outreach with the short, medium, long format. The short email is someone who maybe I know pretty well, or maybe I interact with them a lot on social media, and I could probably just send them a quick email and they'll say yes. So I'll say, hey, Nicolette, want to come on my podcast? About 5,000 downloads per episode. Neville. That's it. This is just saying like, hey, want to come on the podcast? She'll respond yes, and then we figure out a time, right? That's the simplest email. And here's the thing. The shortest email almost always works the best. There's something about it that's so nice and short that it seems like you personally wrote it, even if it's a mass email. Now, let's go on to the medium email. So once again, let's try to get Nicolette on my podcast. So, hey, Nicolette, want to come on my podcast? We do a podcast where we interview interesting copywriters and business people and delve into their business and life. So I'm just giving her a little bit of extra context of what the podcast is about. And then I start giving her stats. Audio gets about 5,000, YouTube gets about 10,000, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Would 2 p.m. CST on March 18th work for you? So this is a medium-sized email. This is about 1 to 2 paragraphs of text. And I'm giving her a little bit more information because I'm not sure she would take the time to be on my little old podcast. So I need to give more information of why it would be worth her time. Now, let's say she still doesn't respond. Now I pull out all the stops. I'm going to make this long email, and this is going to be my full email pitch. As you can see, it's like almost like a little bit longer than a page. So it says, hey, Nicolette, want to come on my podcast? I do the same thing as the medium one over here. So as you can see, this is the same part over here, except I expand on it. You can see more of the YouTube stats over here. And then I include a picture of the YouTube stats. So maybe she'll go, oh, he gets a lot of views. Maybe we can do something together. And then I say, you would be joining some great guests we've had on, such as Jason Cohen, Paul Yakubian, Noah Kagan, and I also put a screenshot of those that she can click on. And say, I would love to discuss how you started your business and where you plan on going in the future. Would 2 p.m. CST on March 18th work for you, or schedule a time here? Now, this is my full email pitch, right? This is about all I can give her to like really convince her to come on the pod. Now, if I already know Nicolette and I know that she would come on, I don't have to write this entire thing. Just the short email over here would be quite sufficient to get her on the pod. So that's how you do the short, medium, and long email pitch. And I suggest that if you are sending out emails on an automatic autoresponder, that you start with the short one first, because those always work the best. Just a little ping, hey, how you doing? Then you go to the medium one, where you start with a little short little intro and a quick ask, but then also give them some extra information. And then the last one you put out is the long email with everything you got. And here's a cool little trick and tip. If you want to make these really quick, what you could do is make the long email first, and then just start cutting out parts to make a medium email. Or they're just cutting out parts to make a short email. Or you can go the other way, like I did with this. And I actually started with the short email saying like, okay, this is the least amount of energy I can do to make an email. And then I put a little bit more energy on this. And then I put a little bit more energy on this. Now I have all 3 emails. So anyways, my friends, I am telling you, there are so many people out there that are always asking me like, is this email perfect or should I change anything here? And the reason is they're putting all their hopes and efforts on one single email when instead they should putting it into 3 different emails of varying sizes and varying content. So this is a great way to do cold outreach. This is probably my number one suggestion for people to do cold outreach. Split test the ABC, the short, medium, long against each other and see how they do. Hint, almost all the time, the short one works the best. Like every time, it's crazy. Short or medium are going to work the best, and usually the long cold outreaches do the worst. But this is how you send out emails to request stuff from people, short, medium, long. Give it a try and ask me any questions if you have any. I will talk to you later.